On the cover, a wrestling ring. In one corner stands Bulletproof, smirking and with massive arms crossed over his chest. In the other, Darren in a boxing outfit, pulling on a glove with her teeth. Piero is tying the last knot in a rope that connects Darren to Bulletproof. The Baroness wears a jacket with a pink mushroom logo and stands behind Darren outside the ring. William is in center ring, a microphone in his hand, cutting a disc towards Bulletproof. Issue 6 versus Bulletproof.
So, last issue we ended with you guys kind of heading down towards the Phoenix Institute's downtown research station, and realizing that it has been broken into by Bulletproof, who is now standing outside the giant hole he made in the wall, holding a large, and I mean like 10 feet to a side, large high-tech vault, still with some like concrete and plaster kind of attached to it. And the police at this point are...
How large is this guy?
He's big. He's a tall guy.
Like, inhumanly large, or just like...
No, he's large for a person, but he's not inhumanly large. He's just inhumanly strong.
So he's smaller than me.
Physically, yes.
Okay.
But you're like 6'3", 6'4", maybe?
Yeah, probably. Probably 6 foot and change, definitely. And built like a professional wrestler, which is also kind of what he looks like.
Good.
So the police at this point have kind of stepped back a little bit. They have a perimeter around him, but knowing Bulletproof's MO is to break into a place, steal a vault, and then leap a few miles off, there's not a whole lot that they can do at this point, since he is also literally bulletproof. You guys are on the scene. You've just come up. You're a little bit off. He hasn't quite seen you yet. What do you do?
All right,
I think we need to form a plan.
I have a plan.
Okay.
My plan is simple. I need to increase my density to him very, very heavy, and I'll grab his legs.
I mime throwing a rope around something.
Once I touch him, I can turn him into gel.
Tying the rope to my good friend Darren.
So I want to pause right there. Ever since your encounter with Ruby last night, you just mimed something. I think this is the first time you've mimed something since you encountered her. I want you to roll to unleash your powers.
Okay. 13.
A full-on lasso springs out and affixes itself around the waist of Bulletproof. And you are now holding on to this lasso, and he looks down, and he looks around, and he looks at you. They're making him a lot smaller these days. I hope you're stronger than you look.
I'm a little caught.
And he springs his legs to start the spring.
I immediately grab the rope.
Okay.
It's also tied to you, yes?
You did say that it was tied to Darren, so yes.
Wait, I am so confused now.
We were talking about forming a plan. He has taken it literally, and things are happening.
No.
Oh.
Let me just...
Something's going on with Hero's powers.
Let me explain what just
Okay.
happened.
She attempted to pretend that she was going to do something, and then it actually happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Things are just happening
But it
whenever
didn't
Piero
go around
tries
me,
to
it
talk
went
about
around
them.
him.
And you.
Yes.
And me.
Yes, because she had mimed throwing it around him and then tying it to you, and that actually happened.
So now it's tied to me.
Yes.
Yeah, you better increase your density.
Alright,
So
I understand.
We're gonna pause right quick. So Bulletproof is now springing his legs to start his leap off, because he has now seen that you have this lasso around him, and he assumes that he's strong enough to just drag you along.
Yes.
You are now officially entering combat against a dangerous foe as a group. So I want to know who you think is leading this fight.
I kind of want to say it's Piero because
I thought it would be them.
Darren,
and I think that should be considered.
Yeah, no, it's not who made the first move, it's who's leading the fight. So I think you could make the argument that Darren was like, I think we need a plan here, let's make a plan here, to say that Darren is taking control of this situation.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable.
I think I'm leading the fight.
So do you have influence over every teammate?
No, I don't
You
think
have
so.
influence over Piero.
and me.
And me.
Alright, you have influence over everyone, congratulations.
Huzzah!
So first off, we primed this. At the beginning of this session, because this is new session time had passed, there is one team in the pool, just base. When you enter a battle against the dangerous foe, you add 2, so we're up to 3. You have influence over everyone, so now we're up to 4. What's your purpose in this fight? Let's start with the Baroness. What is your purpose?
I want to stop Bulletproof from stealing that bank.
Piero.
I also want to stop Bulletproof from stealing the vault.
Alright, cool. How about William?
Guess I'll be on defense.
But are you trying to, like, defend your teammates? Is that your purpose here?
I'll be defending civilians, I believe.
Okay, so is to prevent civilian... Okay.
Yes.
So at that point, not everyone has the same purpose in the fight, that's fine. Do any of you mistrust Darren or any of the rest of your team?
Besides Piero's very strange power quirk, I don't know if I distrust you. It's just
there's
surprising.
A lot of mystery.
Yeah,
I have a little bit of mistrust.
Okay.
I'm still not sure I trust William entirely.
Okay, that's fine.
What? The demon summoning kid?
So we remove a team, that puts you back down to 3, and I don't think you're ill-prepared or off-balance, because again, you came here with a purpose.
Yeah, but it did sort of happen before we were ready.
It did, but I'm still not...
We still agreed to go and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not, completely off-balance. So I think that puts us at 3 in the team, and at this point, let's go. Who's doing what?
I am going to shift my density to be very, very, very heavy.
Okay.
Like sink into the ground heavy.
Okay. So as Bulletproof is springing to leap off, you are making yourself just a huge...
Yes.
Alright. So I think you are reshaping your environment at this point, and I think that is kind of an unleash your powers.
Unleash my powers?
Yep, go ahead and unleash your powers, roll plus
6, and freak is plus 2, so 8.
Okay, so that is an 8, so that's a partial success. If we can add 2 more to that, which we do have 3 team in the pool, so if 2 of you help, that can be a total success, or we can make it a partial. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I've already said that I'm helping by grabbing onto the rope to add my mass.
Okay.
I would also like to mime something really heavy, and then
how would you do that?
I'm miming a box, and then I suddenly drop it down really fast.
That works for me. All right.
And I tie it to my friend.
So with that, I think the 2 of you can definitely aid in this. So that's 2 team out in the pool, which takes us down to 1. And Bulletproof starts to spring off, and just like a couple feet up in the air, you can tell he's like, yeah, this is what I do. And then like his face is like, what? And he falls back to the ground. There is a huge just kind of shockwave that goes out from his impact, and that vault sort of falls over into the middle of the street. And he kind of shakes his head, and he starts to like stand up, but you can tell he's a little bit off balance at this point. He was not expecting that to work. So what do you do?
We should definitely keep him anchored at all costs, because otherwise he will run away.
Okay.
But I think an important aspect is the fact that we need to get the vault away from him.
Right.
And I can shift, if you two can hold him down, I can let go of my density and you can hold him down with your own weight, and I can change the density of the vault instead and carry that, because I can't make it permanent without touching it.
I might be able to carry the vault.
That's true, you could carry the vault.
Yeah.
You are big and super strong.
I am super strong.
I think you're our biggest anchor.
Okay.
And we're just kind of like a little bit of extra just in case. So I think that you should definitely stay on the rope.
Yes.
And I think that she's our best bet.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to I'm just going to charge right at him. I'm going to try to like just knock the vault off.
Okay. It already fell off.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it? Okay, I'm going to try to grab the vault.
Okay, so you're just going to go run up and try
I'm going to try to grab that vault.
Okay. It is heavier than you kind of thought it might be.
Yeah.
So you're trying to pick this up, is that what I understand?
Yes, or at least move it away from him.
Okay. So you're trying to get the vault out the way of
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's going to be very doable. I'm not going to make you roll to unleash your powers here. If you're just kind of like trying to shove the vault and like get it out of the way, but it's definitely going to take some time.
Okay.
It's not easy by any stretch. So while you're doing this, he kind of has gotten his feet back up and he looks over at you, and he looks over at the little pink mushroom on the end of the rope. He looks down at this like rope around his waist, reaches down, grabs it in one fist, and starts to twist the rope around his arm. He's starting to slowly haul you towards him, Darren. So who does what?
I'm going to basically pull the rope from his side and basically pull the rope off his arm, away from him, so stop him from twisting it and pulling Darren.
Okay.
And distract him.
Okay, so you're just kind of like trying to take the rope from him, is that what I get?
Yeah, I guess, but I would rather call it defending Darren from being pulled in.
Well,
that's not an option. It's just gonna be the way it is.
So you could just like summon a demon to shield Darren.
I also would like to suggest maybe verbal distraction, like taunting him, insulting him. It doesn't seem very
hurt his feelings.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
punch
that.
him in the one place he's not super tough. The heart.
Your dad didn't love you.
He's not wordproof.
Oh,
he's just
true. He's not wordproof. Okay.
He's not.
Wow.
That's the question. How are you making a demon do this, or are you yourself physically doing this?
I will be making a demon do this.
Okay.
I'm still standing on the back line.
A temptress demon.
Alright, so you summon up a demon, and...
Fine, we'll call it something different. Scratch that. I'm going to summon up a demon behind him, which is going to tap him on the shoulder from behind, and then punch him in the face when he turns.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely directly engaging.
I'm switching it up
Go for it.
to just punch him in the face.
I like it.
And it's gonna fail, because that's what it does. 7.
That's not awful. What's your danger?
0.
Okay, so that's a partial success. So you are directly engaging a threat. So on a hit, you're trading blows. On a 7 to 9, you pick one, resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies.
Oh, I'm going to surprise the opposition. That's what I just did.
Yeah, you absolutely did.
Tap, tap, punch.
Yeah, he was not expecting a demon to punch him in the face. And it does, knock him a little bit. He's definitely bulletproof, but your demons are strong enough that you felt that. And he does that, and he kind of, drops the rope, and he just reaches and punches your demon back afterwards. It dissipates around his fist. I'm not going to make you roll to take a powerful blow there, but he does just dissipate your demon in one hit.
More of my father's life force gone.
Right.
Right? Alright, who's
Thanks,
next?
Dad. So
I'm still shoving that vault
you're,
away.
You're still shoving that vault.
and I guess
I'm still feeling guilty
Okay.
and a bit insecure.
Okay.
So I'm making a sacrifice without talking to my team.
Oh no. What are you doing?
He's dragging me towards him. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna charge him myself.
Oh snap!
I like it. Roll plus danger. 'Cause
Okay.
This is directly engaging a threat.
Okay. Directly engaging.
I think this definitely counts as foolhardy action without talking to your team. So
Yes,
at the end of this-
foolhardy without talking to my team, but I am still very heavy. That
You
has not
are.
changed.
Yeah. No, you still are.
Yep.
But, so at the end of this, you will definitely be clearing insecure.
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and directly engage that threat.
I say it was going to be a good choice.
Sometimes bad choices
deal.
are the best choices.
6 or 7.
7, but danger is 0, but I'm afraid still,
no.
so that's -2, so I have a 5.
5. Alright, so
Yes.
that is a failure.
Yes.
Alright, so you charge at him. So yeah, you charge at him, and as you're charging, you can see the asphalt under Darren's feet is just splintering apart from the weight of this, and he was kind of pulling back on the rope to haul you towards him, and now all that force just makes him kind of stumble backwards a little bit, so you whiff right past his face, and as you do, he uppercuts you right to the jaw, so I think definitely you're going to go ahead and take a powerful blow.
Okay. And what happens when I take a powerful
You
blow?
roll plus conditions mark, so you'll be rolling plus, you have 2 conditions?
3.
So
3,
look at
because
this
this is not
plus,
over.
plus 3.
Alright, so this
So that is
8.
Yeah.
8. On an 8, you lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you mark 2 conditions.
I'm going to lash out verbally and provoke a teammate.
Okay, who are you lashing out at?
I'm going to lash out at...
This is my character's fault, technically. Since I
What?
tied it to you without you really being alright, this is what we're doing. So it would make sense.
This is your choice.
Yeah, well, yeah.
This is
Who are
your
you
choice.
mad at right now?
Of these 3, of William, who has just had a demon punch him in the face and then immediately get counter-dissipated, Baroness, who is kind of pushing a vault rather than fighting Bulletproof right now,
I feel
or Piero, who kind of got you into this
Roped you into it?
Yeah, roped you into this. So who are you most mad at?
I think I would be mad at... I think you're right. I think it would be mad at Piero for... to me, it looked like you were just doing it
That's
before the
true.
plan
That's
was...
true.
So it felt like you
Yeah.
You didn't know that Piero was trying
I
to
did not
communicate.
know that you were trying to help. I
Yeah.
thought that you were just going ahead with it.
You're a loose cannon, Piero.
Yeah.
You're a loose cannon. Alright, so what do you
So I'm
do?
gonna lash out and be be useful.
Wow.
ouch.
Ouch. So, yeah. I think go ahead and provoke someone. Roll plus superior.
7.
7.
They have influence over me. That's important.
It is. That adds plus 1. So that takes you to an 8.
So, but hold on.
And then, are you guilty?
She is a negative. Yes, she is guilty.
You are guilty? Okay, so that's a negative 2. So that takes
Back down
down
to
to a
a
6.
six.
Alright, so yeah, you basically just kind of lash out at Piero, but it doesn't really... It doesn't force you to do anything. But Darren has just yelled at you.
Does it shift Pierre's labels?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. But Darren has just yelled at Piero, so I think this is the point at which... Piero, what you gonna do?
Jeez. I think I'm going to. I was thinking I was going to try to help the Baroness with this vault that she is pushing all by herself, but I'm also worried about my friend.
And Darren did just take a pretty mighty uppercut. She's about 2 feet in the air at this point,
Yeah,
just off the ground.
like-
Ooh, can I? I'm gonna mime that I have something really flat and like it's got a lot of slack in it, and I'm gonna tie it to something under my friend Darren, and I'm gonna hold it out and stretch it so that she can fall onto that safely.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
I think that's doable. I'm not going to make you roll for that. I think that's pretty easily doable.
Nice.
A couple of the policemen here actually help you hold this thing.
Nice.
All right, so...
Well, as soon as Darren...
Yeah, and I think Darren at that point just kind of like falls into the soft, cushiony thing. And let's get over to the Baroness. You have gotten this vault to kind of like the edge of the police line.
I feel like as soon as I notice that Darren has gotten punched,
Yeah.
I'm still angry at this point.
You definitely are.
I'm just gonna go ballistic on Bulletproof at this point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get pissed off that he punched Darren, who is my good friend Darren.
That's true.
And I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna like just barrel at this guy.
Okay.
Barrel.
Yes, barrel.
Okay, so you charge across
Yes,
Bulletproof.
I am going to directly engage.
So
a
before
threat.
you directly engage, are you activating either of your bull moves?
I am going to activate punch everyone.
Okay, so you're going to shift your danger up and something else down.
Yes.
What you shifting down?
I'm gonna shift my freak down because I feel like this is I'm protecting a friend. This is something more human that I'm doing.
This is understandable anger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm shifting my freak down a little bit and my danger up.
And how about your other one? In a China shop, or are you just gonna...
I'm not gonna use in a China shop
Not
right now.
causing tons of extra collateral damage?
Not at the moment.
Alright, go ahead and roll plus danger.
That's a 10 plus 3 is 13.
Okay. So yeah, pick 2 off that list.
Alright. I'm going to avoid his blows, and I'm going to take something from him.
What are you taking from him?
I already took his vault.
Yeah, he
so
is still
I'm
tied to Darren, I'll tell you that.
That's true. I was going to take his balance.
Okay, you can knock him over.
Like, knock him over. I assume he's pretty heavy, so...
Yeah, definitely, that'll work. Alright, so you knock him over.
Or his confidence. I don't know which one is better.
I think balance works.
Okay.
After you knock him
His
over.
sense of self-worth.
That would be more of a verbal.
That would be verbal, yeah.
So yeah, you knock him over. He kind of lands, and at that point, you can tell he's a little bit rattled, and he is starting to just like trying to break this rope off of himself, so that he can maybe do his normal thing. Because this vault might be more trouble than it's worth at this point.
I definitely told him to pick on someone his own size right before I charged him.
I like it.
I just want that on the record.
I like that. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. Okay. So who's up? You guys are doing a good job of this. Let me tell you.
So he's on the ground right now.
Yeah, he has fallen over at this point, and he looks to be trying to like break this rope that is tethering him to Darren.
Cool. Is there like a nice big concrete slab somewhere?
Definitely.
So do you want to make it lighter so that we can pick it up and then drop it on him and resume it?
I mean, I'm like tied to him.
That's
and
true.
Yeah, also in pain.
And you just got rocked.
Yeah.
Really punched.
I'm
You're pretty
still
screwed.
1 tied to him, 2 using my powers to make myself super heavy, and 3 I have to be kind of close to objects in order to manipulate
Darren
their
is
density.
Darren is
I cannot
pretty
do
tied
that.
up right now. So
I have my own plan in mind.
With that said, if you want to drop a concrete on him, you could definitely have a demon do that.
Yeah, I could probably.
The other thing is, I think that we've established that she's our best anchor for him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I'm not quite sure how much a block
That's
of
fine.
concrete.
So are you trying to just like hit him with some concrete?
I'm
or
just
are you
trying. I'm trying to keep him down there on the ground specifically
Gotcha.
with something heavy. So
You said you had a plan?
Well, since I'm close because I'm still tied to him. I need to touch him
Yeah.
because I'm on the
can
ground. If I can get a hold of his foot.
I tell you what, I think you could do that with the concrete.
I'm not super invested. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so yeah, in that case, Darren, what you doing?
I am on the ground. My eyesight's kind of bleary. I heard a like in the distance.
Yeah, whatever you landed on, concrete is a lot softer and bouncier than you recall it.
Yeah, like this felt different.
Yeah, but you're
I
still
feel
playing.
different. But I think I'm on the ground. I think he's like not too far away. He's taken a hit. He's on the ground, and I think I'm gonna just make one last feeble effort to like grab his foot or
Okay.
boot, and turn him to goo.
You can try and, like, decrease his...
I'm going to turn him into a blob of snot like I did with Bahat.
Is there still team in the pool? Can I...
There's one team in the pool.
Yeah.
Can I... Go ahead.
Wait until the roll happens to spend the team,
Okay.
because if it's not relevant, then...
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever you're going to do, I'm in
Okay.
favor of it.
I like what you're doing here. I think what you're trying... Are you trying to... Because I want to figure out what your purpose is to figure out what move this is, right? Are you trying to, like, not let him run away, or are you trying to...
Well, he can't fight when he's in a snot-like state.
Okay.
And he can't run away in a snot-like state.
Okay, so that seems like taking something from them, basically.
Okay.
Go ahead and directly engage that threat.
All
because
right.
you are basically reaching out to try and touch him and turn him to goo.
6 plus freak is 8 minus...
Danger. Just
Oh,
You're
danger.
directly engaging
6. And I'm afraid, so I get -2 to directly engage.
So that puts you down to 4.
Yeah, it puts me down to a 4,
Okay.
so I fail.
You kind of reach out, and you're kind of struggling a little bit, and you just lightly graze
You're
that.
marking so much potential.
You are marking a lot of potential. So you just kind of like touch his boot, but it doesn't really. He just kind of looks down at you, and he kind of looks around at the rest of you. And he puts a hand on the bear's head to kind of like hold her off from like swiping at him. And at that point, the rope finally comes off. Kids. They sent kids to stop me. I'm insulted. Where's Axiom? Where's the Sentry? Even if he looks up. No, I don't want worse. And he springs his legs and takes off up into the sky. And at this point, 2 things have happened. First off, he's trying to shift your labels.
Yeah.
Because he is an adult and therefore has influence over you. And I think this is mostly at Darren and Piro, weirdly enough. The bear he sees as a credible threat.
Okay.
And you two have kind of been most involved in actually doing stuff here. So he's trying to shift your danger down and your mundane up. Do you two accept that, or are you going to try and reject it?
I would like to try to reject that.
Okay, so how are you going to reject that?
Oh. Can I try to hit him with that?
Are you just going to like try to punch him?
I don't know, it's something. Can I like
Yeah.
Throw a
hit him
rock.
with a really big hammer? Can I like mime like that I got
There you
like
go.
I got a hammer and I'm gonna extend it, make it really
You try and
big,
hit him as he's going?
and just
Okay.
maybe like smack him down in the ground and like keep him there.
Yeah, okay, first off, I think definitely we're going to have you roll to reject
Yeah.
influence, and then we're going to have you roll to directly engage a threat.
Okay, is it
It's
I mean-
2 dice, just straight up.
okay. It's a 5.
Oh no, so you full on believe this.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, when you are trying to reject influence, on a failure, their words hit you hard. You really feel like a dumb kid kind of in over your head and that you're not really cut out for this. So mark a condition.
Oof. I'm definitely gonna be insecure.
And I will adjust your labels. I think it's going to be mundane up and freak down.
Okay.
Because your powers have been kind of unreliable for
Yeah.
this fight.
Freak down.
Freak down, mundane up. Yeah. And we'll get to you directly engaging that threat here in just a second. Darren, are you going to accept this or reject it?
Well, I got the shit kicked out of me. So, a part of it would be like, I kind of take it, but at the same time, I really don't want to. Like, I really risked a lot here.
You did.
And I held you down, bro.
Okay.
So,
Are you just going to like say that to him? Or?
yeah. Like, I held you down. I grounded you, you son of a bitch.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
I like Darren's anger.
I do too.
I like your angry
Aww. Man. He just had a big
So
effect on you
first off, you
guys.
both have failed this, so I hope you marked potential.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. So much potential.
So Darren, also mark a condition.
Oh.
Because as much as you're saying this, yeah, you just got rocked.
I'm gonna go with angry.
Okay. And then I will shift your labels.
Okay.
And I think superior down and mundane up in that case. We do have one other thing to resolve out of that field, though, which is directly engaging that threat.
Which
So
is-
roll plus danger.
Okay. It's 5, 6.
Alright, so that's a failure. Can anyone help Piro make this a partial success?
I mean, I can just punch him in the face. I can bite him. He's holding me back. I can bite him.
That's true, he did kind of like just shove you back by your head so you could just bite his arm.
I'm willing to do that, Pierre.
Wait, I thought he jumped away.
He's already
I thought you
chased.
started.
At this point, I think when you're starting to do this, he is just taking off.
Okay.
So you're trying to like kind of like whack-a-mole him back to the ground.
Yeah.
So I think that works. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take that one out of the pool. This is a partial success now, and you're down to 0 pool. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think I want to create an opportunity.
You want to create an opportunity? And what opportunity do you want to create?
I want to create an opportunity for my good friend William to maybe surprise him.
You hit him with the hammer, and as he's coming back down, he goes, not a second time, and he just kind of like punches down into the ground at your feet. Knocks you off balance. You kind of like stumble back a little bit. I think you actually ran into the Baroness, and
No,
you're
I'm
but
so sorry.
he has now got basically his back turned to William. So, what are you doing?
I am rather unhappy that he has been specifically insulting all of my friends.
He has.
So,
Ignoring you.
and specifically ignoring me.
It's true.
Nonetheless, he is directly calling out my friends as basically worthless at this point,
Yeah.
and me in the process. So I am going to basically summon a demon around myself, go up behind him, and try and put him in a chokehold, and simultaneously saying something to the effect of, "Don't you dare underestimate them."
Oh, I like that. That is
That's
so
good. That's good.
So this is definitely going to be a directly engaging a threat. So go ahead and roll that first. Nice.
I'll take double sixes. That's fine.
Oh, that is so good. Ah, timely. Okay, so go ahead and pick. What is your danger?
0.
And are you afraid?
Nope.
All right, so yeah, that is a straight up like
12.
So yeah, pick 2 off that list. Resist or avoid. Take something from them. Create an opportunity. Impress, surprise, frighten.
Take their air away from them.
So bloodthirsty.
I'm going to, first of all, impress him, because that's relevant.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think he is definitely impressed.
And also, I'm going to, something along the lines of just bring him down. So take away his balance, take away his ability to stand right now.
Okay, so you basically just kind of like wrestling, like chokehold, and you get him down onto one knee, and he's got kind of like his arms around your like demon arms, and he's trying to like get you off of his airway, but you're at this point in time overpowering him. And I think at this point in time, he like just taps on your arm like the wrestling tap out. So what do you do?
I want to kick him while he's down.
Can I like count? Like,
Yeah. You can do the wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's already tapping out, and his face is starting to turn red.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll let him go and then just slam his face into the ground.
Sure. And he actually stays down. You can tell that he's not unconscious. But he's like, all right, you got me. Good job. I take it back. You're not done, kids. I'll take you seriously next time.
Damn straight.
And the police at this point kind of rush forward and put his arms behind him. They have these big
Power
steel
nullifying
bars.
things.
It's like a steel bar between 2 giant like clamps that they affix his arms into.
Okay.
And at this point, you also notice something else. The sky is just full of helicopters. You count at least 3 helicopters with different logos of different news organizations. And there's a whole like nest of media vans, like radio, TV, news vans, because you're right in the heart of downtown. And there are cameras on all of you. And at this point, a young man in kind of like a blazer with a little red tie and a microphone clipped to his lapel edges his way through the police and kind of comes up to, I think, William, because William was the one that sort of ended that fight. Can we get a statement?
No, I'm busy.
You heard it here first, folks. No comments from the young heroes who just stopped Bulletproof. And at this point, a young lady in like a blue kind of suit just like shoves him out of the way and heads up to the bear. We've seen you defending the Phoenix Institute about a week ago after an unnamed supervillain broke in and set the place on fire. Do you work for the Phoenix Institute? And she shoves the microphone at the Baroness.
I'm just gonna kind of crush the microphone.
She looks at that, and she just like stares at you like horrified.
No comments.
I would like to walk over to Darren and like awkwardly like go, "Are you all right?"
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice. It's hard for me.
This is a comfort or support. This is
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and do that.
That's great.
That'd be great.
I have a huge penalty to that right
Roll
now.
plus
So
one.
I also want to make sure Darren is okay.
So you're trying to make sure
That's
that
so
Darren's
messed
okay. You're
up.
trying to support. Yeah, go for it.
It's a 6.
Okay. You're not really sure what William's trying to accomplish here.
Clearly, I am not okay, and I cough, and there's some neon pink fluid.
Oh God.
I would like to mime pulling something out of my sleeve and handing it to my friend Darren as a tissue because I am very sorry that I roped you into this.
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you.
So yeah, William has kind of failed to comfort or support Darren there, and then Piero has handed an invisible.
Well, it's visible.
That's true. It's visible now.
Yeah. Tissue.
Tissue. So I think that also sounds like a comfort or support. Funny enough. So let's go ahead and do that.
8.
And then I think there's a relevant condition that might.
No.
Yeah, if you're angry. Are you
No,
angry?
I'm not angry. I'm insecure.
Alright, so it's an 8. Good job. So on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels. If
Oh, I'm
they
clearing
open up.
condition.
All right. So, but you do have to open up to Piero to do that. So how are you going to open up?
I am going to open up by apologizing for yelling at you earlier. That I was frustrated and I shouldn't have responded that way.
A nod in understanding.
Okay.
Nice. All right. So does anyone else want to do any of these? Possibly like celebrate as a team.
I was gonna say I want to celebrate as a team. I'm pumped.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I'm gonna come over. Everyone's trying to comfort Darren. I'm just gonna throw my arms around everyone.
Giant bear hug.
Giant bear hug.
Yeah.
I said, guys, we just took out like a real guy. Like I used to look up to Bulletproof when I was a villain.
And
We took him down.
I think one of the reporters at this point was like, "Wait, you were a villain? Wait, you were a villain?"
Crush.
So you have broken 2 microphones. So
I'm still angry.
I think that'll definitely clear at the end of this particular scene. You've broken a few things.
But yeah, I'm giving everyone a big bear hug.
Okay. So what happens when you celebrate as a team as the bull?
I can immediately make someone my love or rival,
Okay,
and
so you
immediately mark potential.
So you can shift that if you want to. So you
Right.
want to shift that to anyone else, either love or rival.
I'm going to keep them both as they are, but if they're all ready, then I take influence over them and mark potential.
Okay, so you would take influence over both Darren and Piero.
Yes.
Do you already have influence over them?
I do.
So you can shift their labels.
I can. I am going to shift Darren's superior up, because I thought that was really awesome how you just charged that guy.
Wouldn't that be more danger?
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's legit.
See, in the Baroness's eyes, that was really cool,
That
so
was-
I think that's
That
superior.
was a smart move, yeah.
And then for Piero...
Well, what's going down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, what's going down? What would I say goes down?
I would say freak because that's a normal thing for you.
Yeah, I was actually thinking your freak would go down in my eyes.
All right, and then do you have influence over Piero?
According to my sheet, I do.
Okay, yeah, actually, I think you gained it in the
I think I did.
Yeah.
issue 4. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
So yeah, go
Because I
ahead.
shared a vulnerability. That's
Go ahead and
right.
shift Piero's labels.
Okay, Piero. I think I might shift your freak up. Because your powers are sort of malfunctioning a little bit. And because of that, mundane down.
You have-
And I mark potential for both of those.
Anybody else going to engage in this celebrating as a team?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how is William going to join this celebration?
I just want to, when we're all together as a group, say something to the effect of, I'm just really impressed with everyone's like use of their powers. Even you, Mime, and your weird rope thing that you do. But everyone just did so well with their powers this time, and that's impressive to me.
I like that. I like that. And so what happens when you share a celebration as the legacy?
Superior, basically my goal is I wanted to let everyone know that I see them as an equal.
Okay.
And when I do that, I give everyone influence over me,
Okay.
which they already have anyway. And I also mark potential.
Okay, so go ahead and mark potential, and then we will go around the table and shift William's labels a lot.
Perfect.
So everyone shifts his labels?
Basically. Yeah, everyone is going to go ahead and shift William's labels. So let's start with Piero. How does Piero see William at this point?
I think I'm gonna shift your savior up because you saved everybody, but I also think I'm gonna shift your mundane down.
Y'all are terrible to me. All you're doing is giving me more conditions.
You're such a savior!
Conditions.
Alright, Baroness, what do you think?
Right. So I thought that it was what your demon did at the end was pretty badass. So I'm gonna shift your danger up, because that was crazy. That demon just took down that guy. That was impressive. I'm
Okay.
scared of that demon.
And what goes down?
I'm gonna bring your savior down.
Okay. And Darren.
I feel that I would, after seeing how badly I failed to handle Bulletproof and how like quickly he was, I think him more of a danger now. Like he has a lot more power than I anticipated.
Okay, so also danger up.
Yeah, I think I would shift his danger up.
And what's going down? I like it, that's always the hard question.
It is harder.
It's because you feel like you're being a jerk.
Yeah, I think I would shift his mundane down.
So he's less of like a normal person and more of like this kind of imposing
More
figure.
of a, more imposing.
Perfect. Alright, does anybody else want to join in to celebrate as a team?
I'll bite. I would like to mime holding 4 fancy glasses in between my little fingers. So holding them very carefully.
Okay.
I place them down and then I unwind for quite a while and then pop off a cork of sparkling juice because we're under 21 and pour that out for my friends and hand them all a glass.
Okay, so everyone gets a glass of whatever beverage they think that Piero was just pouring.
But it's juice.
I assume only the highest quality of champagne.
Definitely pureed salmon.
Yeah, Comics Code Authority doesn't have anything on this, that's fine. So yeah, they just have different colored liquids in these glasses. And what happens when you celebrate as a team?
I give them influence over me, and I also spend a team from the pool to clear 1 box of my Doom Trap.
There are no team in the pool, so yeah. Alright, but everyone gets conditioned over Piero. Who does not have influence over Piero right now?
No one.
No one. Alright, so...
I feel like everyone does.
Second verse, same as the first. Let's start with William. Let's shift Piero's labels.
I'm gonna have to go... Yeah, your powers are freaking me out sometimes. I'm being unreliable. I feel like Freak needs to go up even more if it can. And probably your superior down.
Darren, what do you think?
I think I don't know where your mundane is at, but I think I would shift your mundane down. Let's see. I would shift her savior up 1.
And then lastly, the Baroness.
So I've been thinking about this, and I was thinking I'm going to go freak down, mundane up. Because after that battle, I'm seeing you more as a normal person, which I haven't really up until now.
No, that makes sense.
Because, your stuff is malfunctioning. That's something that happens to normal people. Like, I need to tune up every now and then. You're not just like this weird magic person that I don't understand, so...
Alright, freak up, mundane... No, freak
mundane
down.
up, freak down.
Yes, that's what...
Perfect.
Cool.
If you don't have to trigger this, but if you want to celebrate as a team, you certainly can trigger that move. Darren is the only one who hasn't so far.
Alright, I think I would also celebrate with the team.
Alright, so what does that look like?
Alright, I think that my hair cilia will gently caress their faces.
This is an interesting experience.
Okay, just to be clear, can you read out your team move for me?
Yes.
My team move?
This
So
one,
when you
first
celebrate-
paragraph.
When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, take influence over them. If you show them meaningful affection, physical or emotional, they decide if it's meaningful.
Okay, so caressing...
Trying to decide if William decides thinks that's meaningful or
this
just...
is more towards a specific person. Who are you caressing with your cilia?
Oh, that's a good one. It can't just be everyone. I can't just caress everyone's faces, or is it singular?
I think in this case that's kind of a singular.
Singular. All right. I think I would do Piero.
Okay, so
I think
Piero.
I would touch your face with my hair cilia, and they would glow a little bit, and they would smell like warm vanilla.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Okay, so do you find that meaningful?
Yeah, I find that very comforting.
All right,
and
so in that
meaningful.
case, so you take influence over them.
I think I already do it.
Correct.
Okay, so you shift Darren's labels again.
Again.
Piero's labels?
Sorry,
Yes.
Piero, you
I
shift
shift
Piero's
Piero's labels again.
Yes.
I would take the tissues and comforting very personal, making me feel like less of an outsider since I do look so different.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I would shift your savior 1 and your freak down.
So you have all been, given this little moment where you kind of bond as a team with each other, and everyone shifts labels dramatically.
Except me.
And I think no man will be.
Mostly Darren, mostly
Yeah.
William and Piero. And at this point, the police are trying to kind of crowd the news vans, out of the way to give you guys time to escape, to make your
Okay.
exit, just in case you don't want to talk to the media.
What would have given you that idea?
Right? It's almost like they respect the fact that the bear broke 2 microphones. But there are definitely still cameras going. There are definitely, you can hear that news chatter, kind of talking about what just happened. There are a lot of videos being made at this point. What do you guys do?
Are we comfortable with this?
I mean, I don't care if
yeah.
people see me.
I don't feel like my character has much ability to move, but I do feel... I'm not joking. I feel like she's actually pretty hurt. Yeah.
You get on my back, I will take you to Kopi to regenerate.
And I feel like at this point, if there was all these news vans and everything, I think that Kopi would have been nearby, or Officer Darren would not be too far.
Kobe is suspiciously absent.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So Officer Darren's not there.
It's just the normal police and a bunch of news vans.
I think
So-
I would be,
Officer Darren a police officer and not a Kopi
He
officer?
is, but he works with Kopi.
yeah,
Okay.
he is. I think I would be looking for Officer Darren in the crowd trying to
Yeah,
find him.
and he is definitely
and
not
he's
here.
not here.
Yeah, he's
and
not
that
here.
would be really making me a little bit nervous. But
So-
I can't move, and I would ride her back.
Baroness, you get her out of here.
Yeah.
Me and the mime will get out of here as well. I have no idea if anyone even knows what your name is, so I'm just gonna keep calling you the mime in universe.
We did establish that Pyrrha was wearing a name tag.
That's
okay.
right.
My name is Piro.
I'm gonna keep
Yes.
going with the mime.
That's fine.
There.
Mime, can you get us out of here on something?
Oh, I nod.
Helicopter.
Obviously. Ooh, I don't know if I can do that. That's hard.
It's a big deal for you right now.
Something
I do
smaller
have-
will be fine.
A large number of people watching me.
You do. There's a lot of
is
people
true.
watching this, so whatever you do is going to have some kick behind it.
I would like to.
Horse and carriage.
How do you...
Climb up.
I have a lot of options here, and I would like to really like take a minute and think about it.
Mario
Yeah.
tunnel.
I think I'm going to pull something out of my pocket, and I'm going to hold it and blow a bunch of air
Okay.
into it so it expands, and then
Okay.
I'm going to start floating away and extending my hand.
That is
I like that.
that is
I put
very
my
good.
head in my hands and sigh and go, great, we're Mary Poppinsing out of here.
All right.
And then I grab her and fly away.
Okay, so
That
the
is
two of you
great.
are floating off on a giant balloon, if I understand correctly. I'm not going to make you roll for that. There's a lot of people here. You're not under any kind of pressure. So where are you two? Where is William and Pyrrha going?
William would have to direct me and tell me where to let him go.
Just drop me off away from crowds.
Okay, so you're just going a little bit off away from the crowd.
I can Uber back. I'm not that worried about it.
All right.
Your personal driver can pick you up.
Exactly.
And then the Baroness and Darren were going back to Kobe.
Or wherever Darren's like regeneration place is.
Okay, so I guess that's a good question. Do you want to go back to like Kobe HQ, or do you want to go back to your house?
Right.
I think I would want to go back to my house.
Okay.
I want to go home.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
All right, so the bear is basically just kind of like bear trotting through the
Through the
streets of it.
suburbs?
I think we get a couple of shots of that where Darren and the Baroness. Darren is basically just kind of like holding onto the back of the Baroness, obviously very kind of like banged up at this point.
I assume they're sitting on like a subway train.
That'd be great.
If you want to take public transit back, you certainly can.
Do you have any bear money to pay for the?
That's true. I probably don't have any bear money because I didn't think I needed it at this celebration.
All right.
I would probably just run back.
Okay, so yeah, you're just kind of like riding her back like a horse, basically.
Yeah.
And it was pretty early in the morning when all this happened.
Yeah.
Meredith is outside on the porch. She's reading a book, and she sees a bear coming up the street. And at first, you can tell that there's just like this shock and like a little bit of terror on her face. And then she recognizes Darren on the back of this. And then there's a second panel where she kind of realizes that you're very, very injured. And I think Meredith, to her credit, sort of like just runs down the street to kind of intercept you guys and helps get.
Yeah, Meredith's a nice person.
Yeah.
She's a good lady.
Yeah, and
Head on her
she kind of
shoulders.
like that's kind of where those panels end, is where Meredith is like helping you back in the house. Baroness, are you going in with, or are you just going to like stand outside the house?
I feel like I just stand outside since I haven't been invited in.
Okay.
You're like a vampire.
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
A bear pyre.
Well, the last time I went into someone's house, they called the cops on me, so...
So yeah, I think that's where we leave that panel, is with Darren going in, and then the Baroness is just kind of like standing, or are you like bear sitting outside the front door?
I feel like I'm bear sitting like a dog.
just like kind of like bear sitting
waiting at
outside
the
front
door.
door. I think that's a good panel for that to end on. Piro and William. So you guys have floated away from the crowd, probably a couple blocks at this point, and you're sort of over the city's skyline. Is there any particular kind of place? Like, do you want to come down on a roof, in an alley? Do you want to come down anywhere in particular?
You're calling the shots.
Where is the scene set, basically?
Alleyway's fine.
Alleyway? Okay.
Get
So you
lunch
come
together.
down.
Falafel.
Get bagels, yeah.
So you kind of come down in an alleyway, and Piro, as you come down in this alleyway, you actually recognize it.
Oh no.
This is the same alleyway that you went down with your unconscious friend after running away from Ruby. And there's a moment of like, you look up and you look down, and there's nothing. There's nothing there. So how are you guys kind of parting at this point?
I would like to bow and be like, goodbye. I need to leave.
I awkwardly half do a bow and responds, just kind of confusedly,
Okay.
and then I'll begin to walk away, I suppose.
He
Okay.
checks TTYL on your watch.
So you two are kind of parting ways and walking towards opposite ends of the alley, and we get a panel kind of in the middle of this, where there's one with William walking to the left of Paige and one with Pyrrha walking to the right of Paige, and then there's that same set of panels in the second line, and then in the third line there's just a bright flash of orange, and in the fourth line there's William looking back over his shoulder and just a wispy trail of smoke and no sign of Hero. And that is the last page of that comic.
Masks: A New Generation is written for Magpie Games by Brendan Conway. It is made of magic, flowers, and a fair amount of mushrooms. Seriously, check it out. The Baroness is played by Christina. Piero is played by Lenny. You can find her on Instagram at Incognito Tuba. William Infernus is played by Jordan. Darren is played by Nan. Find her on Instagram at Nanjitsu. Apex City is GM'd by Jeremy, who also writes the music and edits this podcast. Our album art was provided by Ash Brandt. Find them on Twitter at cinder_Brandt, on Instagram at Brandt.ash, and on Tumblr at Kimmins. Find us on Stitcher, Google Play, or your podcatcher of choice. Follow us on Twitter at Apex City Cast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.